This is A02 News.
And good day, Philippines.
I'm Tristan Jan Humiwat,
And I'm Mark Angelo Bautista.
reporting live for our local news today. With the current administration's image on drug users, people should think twice, especially those on the higher authority.
A police officer was caught in the act of using drugs in a buy-bust operation against a certain Nil Enriquez. PO2 Ronji Nadora was arrested inside the house of Enriquez when the operation occurred, along with two other men, Richard Flores and Nanding Abella. Nadora was caught red-handed with small sachet believed to contain shabu. Cebu Provincial Police Director Senior Superintendent Clifford Garbanod added that there are still other police officers in the watch list of Cebu Provincial Police Office which are under surveillance.
And that's all for the local news. Now let's proceed to the international news. Mr. Arceo.
This is Carlos Luc Arceo reporting live with the international news. The Chinese government proclaimed they have the right to set up an air defense zone. Despite the neighboring countries disagreeing with their proclaimed vow, they will stop at nothing to take all measures to protect the South China Sea and its superiority. This was declared a day after an International Court of Justice ruled that China has no legal basis for its expansive claims in the region.
Liu Zhenmin, the Vice Foreign Minister, declared to reporters in Beijing, on whether China will set up an air defense zone over the South China Sea, what we have to make clear first is that China has the right to. But whether we need one in the South China Sea depends on the level of the threats we face. US officials have been reported of the Chinese government and its doing. Those who have previously quoted that they feared China may respond to the ruling by setting in an Air Defense Identification Zone, or ADIZ, in the South China Sea. The movement was said to escalate tensions in the territory sharply. Liu blames the Philippines for stirring up trouble, but despite the blaming, the Philippines will not let that slide and will defend themselves.
And this is for our entertainment news today. If you are born in the 90s, you would have heard of Pokemon. The first batch of the first ever Pokemon games was released by Nintendo on the year 1996. But with the modern technology today, Pokemons have come to real life. US-based developer Niantic Inc. developed a video game for smartphones and tablets, namely Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is a video game wherein players can capture, train, battle, and trade Pokemon in the virtual world, enhanced with augmented reality. The wild Pokemon will be found on real-world locations, as per said by the developer, which means players would have to travel to play the said game. The anticipation by the fans in the Philippines is quite intense. The game is already launched in selected countries, but have yet to do so in the Philippines. So we have to wait for the developers to globally release the game. And that is the end of the entertainment news for today. Now, we will hear of the sports news regarding one of the NBA legends' retirement.
That's correct, Mr. Bautista. After NBA legend and five-time NBA champion Kobe Bryant retired last April, another NBA legend has announced the end of his career.
After 19 seasons with the San Antonio Spurs, two-time MVP and three-time Finals MVP Tim Duncan has announced his retirement. During his time with the Spurs, Duncan has won 5 NBA championships in his whole career. After being drafted as the first overall pick in the 1997 NBA draft, Duncan helped the Spurs reach the playoffs in each of his 19 seasons. The Spurs forward, along with John Stockton and Kobe Bryant, are the only 3 players to spend 19 seasons in a single franchise.
And that is all for the latest news today.
Again, I am Mark Angelo Bautista.
And I am Tristan Jan Humiwat.
And
this is A02 News.